Right.
That brings us right back to the compassion of a parent, right? Of this, and so meeting people where they are is saying, I'm not asking you to be something different than you're not. Because I think that's what we're seeing play out a lot in the world, is I'm asking you to be something you're not. And they're like, I'm not doing that. Who are you to say that? But to say, I see where you are and I have a vision of where we can go. Are you willing to go on the journey with me?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a sense that, you provide the psychological safety and
Yeah.
intellectual humility to be able to nurture that relationship.
Yeah. And that on some, that's what's going to help us all shift into a consciousness that we're already in. There's just the part of us that hasn't caught up yet.
So, what are the kinds of things that generally we can do as an individual, as a person, regardless of where we're at? Because, like, again, what Harv Eker says, what you do anywhere, you do everywhere. Um, what can we do to help boost our awareness?
I think it's doing it, as we're saying, is if you believe these concepts of we are all one, if you believe in love and compassion, is to just check yourself on a moment-to-moment basis. Was how much of my thoughts are really love and compassion? How many of my words is really love and compassion? And how many of my actions? And if you can start transforming your thoughts, words, and actions into love and compassion, then you be compassion.
Hmm.
You are compassion in action. That's the process. It sounds very simple, but I often say is that the problems are very complex, but you can't solve complicated problems with complicated solutions. It just complicates it. The solutions are really very
It's
simple.
very simple. Yeah,
Implementing the simple solutions is hard work.
very much so, because it counters the frustration, pain, suffering, trauma that is often brought into situations that are the inhibiting factors. Because there's this whole history or herstory, depending, that's brought into an environment that has to be, we can't separate ourselves, right? The old
Yeah.
adage, well, you leave work at work and home at home. You're one person. That's impossible.